When you look back at the fight, you've had some time to digest it now. What's your immediate reaction to how you performed and how you came through the fight?
Well, me, Greg Jackson, Mike Winklejohn, and all my training partners at Jackson Wink in Albuquerque pretty much had a 3-week crash course. We crammed for a test. It was very last minute for me to go out there due to changes in my personal life and changes in my training. And we got the job done, and we just didn't get the job done. You know, I made UFC history for the second time. And, you know, it's always sweet to get a submission, you know. Everybody thinks I'm a striker, which I can strike because I was in Glory, but that was a little premature. Like, you know, going to Glory, I just happened to do it. But grappling has been consistent for me. Jiu-jitsu, not wrestling, jiu-jitsu.
Walk us through the finish, because I think a lot of people were confused exactly what you got him with. It seems like...
The arm triangle from the bottom.
Do you think a lot of that had to do with his fatigue, or were you in tighter than it looked on TV?
He threw a bunch of elbows. He may have fatigued a little bit, and he was resting. Well, during that resting moment, you know, I was able to pop that arm, which was on my neck. Because he was putting a lot of pressure on my neck. He was actually trying to submit me with the pressure on my neck. But I was able to pop that arm over, and he got it back once, I believe. I mean, it's a little foggy. And it was very slippery. But once I was able to get that over and lock it in, actually I was going to look to possibly try to transition to his back. Because usually once you get that arm across his body, you know, I can transition to the back that way. I was in half guard. I could have got my other hook in. I would have had the hook on the bottom had I transitioned to the left, I believe, because the cage was on my right. But I squeezed, and to my surprise, he tapped. You know, I think that has to do with just a tight squeeze and fatigue. You know, maybe if he had more air at that time, he could have lasted a little longer. And he fought it quite a bit. I know a lot of people said Gian Villante was fat. He looked out of shape. Why did he have to push off his knee to get up there? That man belongs in this heavyweight division. That's where he should have been the whole time. Let that man come back in shape. He's going to be hell on wheels to deal with. I take my hat off to him. My legs hurt. My face hurts. My shin hurts. But I got it done tonight. You know, my back was against the wall. I'm on a 2-fight skid. And I could have lost my job tonight. Could have lost my job. And when you're the breadwinner and you got to feed your family, and you're thinking about making maybe the biggest move of your life to really chase this dream and see if we can't make a title run. I'll be 34 next Sunday. So you do the math on how much time I have. So, you know, it always feels good to be here. Hopefully, I'm praying. Sean Shelby, Mick Maynard, Dana White. Mick, you my guy. Appreciate the fight. Hopefully I win that bonus tonight, you know, for making history again, second time. So that'll really help me and my family.
You didn't lose your job, and immediately after you win a fight, everyone always asks what's next. It almost looks like you have what's next sorted out. Earlier today, after your fight, Tanner Boser said he'd had some sort of interaction with you at the pool. I don't think it was an altercation, it was just an interaction. But can you give us your version of that event? And also, were you drinking beer at the time?
So of course I have beers fight week. This is my thing. You guys watch Ultimate Fighter. It's no secret. But anyway, it wasn't an altercation at all. You know, I was just being friendly, like I always am, like I was with John. Me and John were friendly. Maybe he was being a little standoffish and he didn't like it. And it is what it is. You know, everybody has to. Through the Ultimate Fighter, I realize everybody deals with these things differently, and everybody's not like me. And he's trying to do what I'm trying to do. He's trying to make it to the top. So yeah, I wouldn't expect anything less. I take that challenge humbly. You know, going back to when I was offered to fight with him, you know, I was on a 3-fight win streak. He was a debuter. You know, I'm looking to climb the rankings. You know, I didn't have time. If I can avoid it, I didn't want to fight a debuter. It's not dodging or ducking him. You know, I was trying to fight somebody else. And guess what? I think I fought Pavlovich instead. Right? And I didn't win that fight. So, you know, it didn't work out for me. But yeah, once I heal up, once I get my move out the way, I wish I could go and fight at Fight Island for real. My goal was to get in and out of here, and hopefully get on the August 1st card if I was healthy. And once Tanner said that, I was game. But take it slow, hopefully win the bonus. To really set my family up to, to be comfortable and focus on my training and everything I need in Albuquerque. And, man, sky's the limit for me. I'm with coaches with amazing minds. Think about what they did with me in 3 weeks. We changed and tweaked a couple things. I tried my best to keep all that consistent, and I did a good job with more reps and more time. It's a wrap.
What were you singing between rounds?
Oh, I'm singing. So my corner man, T. Billa, that song is not released yet. It's just, it's a song that he kind of let me know what he was, what was going on. And I walk out to all his music. It's all my walkout music. And he has, 30-something tracks released on Spotify. So everybody can hear you in there. You got to have fun, I take my job seriously, but if I'm not having fun doing this, why am I doing it? Why? For what? So I'm thankful for the UFC. I'm thankful for how cordial and nice everybody is. They treat me well, and all I want to do is put on good performances, man. It's only going to get better. But just so you know, I had a talk with my demons, because I did. I said, sorry, I must leave you. I don't mean to be misleading. And I'll come back if I need you. And that's it. But that's true, though.
I think you sort of touched on it a little bit there with the pressure, but the emotion that clearly was shown on your face in that post-fight interview, was it about just the move? Was it about the 2 fights? What was it that was going through your head at that moment? Because I think that's the first time I've ever seen that type of emotion come from you.
I'm a very emotional person. You saw an Ultimate Fighter after I won the first time, It's like I try my best to put this face on and say, there's no pressure. But yeah, that shit was thick, very thick. I try to turn my nervousness and my butterflies into excitement through music. Getting dropped, I know I was in a tough place. I was getting hit. I don't really remember a lot of it. And to be able to not even finish with my striking, to be able to finish from the bottom with my jiu-jitsu is so sweet to me. There's not a lot of heavyweights that do jiu-jitsu, and I'm one of them. And it's just very sweet to me. I never went to college, so whenever I get my Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, that's my college degree. So to come in here, fight at the highest level, to fight a veteran like Gian Villante, I don't care if he was a light heavyweight. That man fought like a heavyweight. He's big like a heavyweight. I had a bunch of personal things going on leading up to this. I had a gym switch. Actually, I didn't even mean to switch gyms, really. I was going out there just to get work in, but when I got out there, Greg Jackson and Mike Winklejohn kind of took me under their wing and, penciled me in every day for time with each one of them on top of the, all the heavyweights I got out there. It's probably 6+, which is unheard of, they're building a stable of stallions out there, and I want to be part of that. And nobody really knows but me and that guy in the back of the room, T. Billa over there, what I was really going through mentally, and we were able to put a lot of that to the side, get mentally strong, find confidence in moments of weakness, and we got it done tonight. We got it done tonight, and I keep my job. I keep my job. I left my corporate job to chase this dream. Damn it, it's coming again. I left my corporate job to chase this dream, and we'll keep it alive.
Thank you very much. Congrats on the win.
That's all you guys got? Thank you.